Hi. I forgot to say subscribe. Doggone it. Hit the like button. Share it around. Talk to people, you know, and all that. The thing now I'm talking about is absolutely no one can insult me. No one can insult you. You have to allow the insult to get inside you. They just over there screaming and talking crap. They can't insult me until I bring it in. And I say, oh, ooh. No one can insult you. You have to allow it. No one can treat you. You have to allow it. No one can treat me. I go into a store and they behave this way and they behave that way. You notice I say they behave this way and behave that way. They don't treat me. You have to allow people to treat you, man. Come on. Oh, they treat me like this and they treat me like, hey, are you a rag doll? They could just treat you any kind of way. This is you, not them. Are you a rag doll that you could just be treated any kind? I go in there and they treat me like this, and I go in there and they treat me like, dude, how you letting all these people treat you? They're behaving. That's their behavior. They behave like this and they behave like that. That's their behavior. They have a right to their behavior. Now, when you start saying, well, they treat me like this, and then you didn't mess your own self up. You didn't turn yourself into a rag doll. And they could just throw you around and whatever and whatever and whatever and treat you any old kind of way. And you're a grown person, a grown man, especially. That don't make no sense to me. Talking about they treat me like this, they treat me. Dude, quit punking out. A grown man is never treated. A grown man behaves. 8 or 9 people come up at me behaving a certain way. That's all they doing is behaving. They ain't treating me. I ain't no rag doll to be treated. I'm not allowing myself to occupy that position, to be treated. So no one can treat you. No one can treat me unless I allow myself to be treated. We have to grow up. We have to be people. Stop being little, I don't know, ex-slaves or slaves. I don't get it. I don't understand what you're standing on. Are you standing on anything or are you just sitting on your butt? Grown men are not treated. I hear people say, oh, they treat me like this. Grown men. Or at least they say they grown 30, 40 years old and stuff and argue with me about something. I'm a grown man. Yeah, and you say you letting people treat you. Yet people treat you and you're a grown man. How does that work out? You obviously are not a grown man if people are treating you. Grown man has to allow people to treat you. I would have to allow somebody to treat me. You want a beer? Yeah, man, I'll take a beer. See, I allowed him to treat me to a beer. Y'all need to stop that. Let that go. Become grown men. I know a lot of people don't know what a grown man looks like. So I'm gonna just sit here for a minute and let you see me. Then you can see yourself and know that you can never be treated unless you allow it. This thing about the powers that be, that's the powers of nature. No person. You give that to a person, you just gave away everything. You just gave away everything. They're not taking nothing from you, you're giving it away. No one can take it from you. You're giving it away. No one can treat you. As soon as you allow someone to treat you, you're giving that away. As soon as you say that someone is more powerful or has power and you don't, you're giving that away because you got power. That's obvious. Or you couldn't even talk. You're giving your power away and relinquishing it because you, I guess, don't want to be responsible for it, your power. And therefore, no one can insult you unless you allow yourself to be insulted. Is this getting through? Because a lot of times I be talking and I don't think people understand. Because your floor is so wavy, and it's not the the floor is I am perfect, created perfect by a perfect creator who creates everything perfectly. That's the floor. If your floor is I'm human and ain't nobody perfect, your floor is all messed up. Yeah. You can't build nothing on top of that foundation right there. That's a messed up foundation, and that's why they gave it to you. So you can't build on it. Watch this. You are perfect. Perfectly you. No one can be you more perfectly. You are perfect. You have to inculcate this. This must be your foundation that you build life on. That you are perfect so that you can build a perfect life. I don't know. If you don't think you're perfect and you got flaws and all that, then anything from the outside, you be looking for answers. Please help me because I ain't perfect. Please help me because I need this. Give me a crutch. I need this and this and that. I got to lean on this one and lean on that one. You don't have to, but you've been convinced that you are not perfect. Listen, my mistakes are perfect. I make perfect mistakes. That's how perfect I am. My mistakes are perfect. Are you getting it? Maybe you will. Keep watching. One love.